everyone, and welcome to our Next Best Business video. I'm Nate Wendt, Tourism and Sales Coordinator for the St. Charles Business Alliance. Also here representing the Alliance is Laura Purdy, our Tourism and Sales Manager.
Hi there.
We have a great episode here for you today as we get to learn about some amazing health and wellness opportunities here in St. Charles. Here with us is Dr. Emily Loveland from Sage Healing Collective. They are a phenomenal business. Dr. Emily, thanks for taking time for joining us on the call today. We really appreciate it. And how are you doing today?
Doing great. Excited to be here.
Good. Yes, we're excited to have you as well and to learn about, health and wellness opportunities at Sage Healing Collective because it's so important right now to be healthy and safe. So let's start off with, for people who may not know about you guys, tell us about who you are at Sage Healing Collective.
Sure. So Sage Healing Collective is a new business. We actually opened on March 9th of 2020, which was kind of rough, and then had 3 weeks, we shut down after a week for about 3 months. So kind of tough for a small business, but I had been working with the Small Business Association for about 2 years, working on this plan of this collective. So we're in a good place now that we're back in business. It's been really awesome. We're located in St. Charles on Tyler Road. Everybody knows where the Colonial Cafe is and that car wash over there. So we're just beyond the car wash in the red brick buildings with the green pitched roofs, and we're all the way in the back. So it's a beautiful 5,000 square foot facility. We have 11 private treatment rooms for massage and skin care and nail care, chiropractic, acupuncture. We have a infrared sauna with a halo generator, which grinds dry salt, which is awesome. And then upstairs we have 2 private yoga studios, and one of them we just converted into more of a couples massage studio, giving the therapists and the guests more space. So it's a dream come true, Sage Healing Collective. So exciting, rocky start, but it's all part of the journey.
Yeah, and we're super happy to have you. And all those things that you mentioned are phenomenal over there. I mean, we got to take a look at the space earlier, and you guys have done such an incredible job with that. I hope everyone that watches this video gets a chance to come out there because it is so cool what you guys have done with that space.
Thank you. I know it's exciting. I'll tour anybody around. It's when I walk into it, I just feel a sense of calming, and I designed it to be, well, I designed it with help because had I done it on my own, it might have been a little more cluttered, but I had some help from a friend who gave me amazing advice. And even this was like before COVID, we had planned our facility to be very clean, very aesthetically pleasing. So not a lot of clutter, keeping things neat and tidy, and really appealing to, males, females, kiddos, older folks, and just having that really minimalistic, modern look, but still very warm and welcoming. So thank you for commenting on the aesthetics of it, because we worked hard and put a lot of thought and intention into every detail.
Yeah.
I can speak from personal. I've gotten some massages there. I've had treatments from you, which I think I only needed to go twice, and you took care of my shoulder. You're amazing.
Thanks.
And I've done some yoga, and I bought some of your amazing products, your CBD oils and your water flavorings, and I love everything. It's a very serene and very calming place to go to the minute you walk in. So you've done wonders with that space.
Thank you. I really strive for the comfort of the practitioners, that it's just easy. And then when guests come in, that even though it's a huge space, there's so much cohesiveness in just like the decor and the flow, that they feel comfortable and not lost or overwhelmed, because it is such a big space. So.
Yeah.
For sure.
And what are your hours as well for people that may be looking to stop in, or do you guys only do it by appointment or things like that?
So luckily, since we do have a lot of space, the distancing things are real easy. So we don't have to have people wait outside. They're more than welcome to do so if that's their comfort level. But we have a beautiful waiting area. with everything spaced apart. We also have a retail area with seats, but in our philosophy in general is we try not to make people wait too long anyway. So we're usually grabbing our guests from the waiting room and taking them into their private treatment space anyway. So we never have clusters of people on a regular basis anyway. We're open right now. Well, these are our permanent hours. We did tailor them a little for a while, but we're open in full force. We open at 9 a.m., close at 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and then 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays.
But you have a wonderful, wonderful online booking system. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so that's a big thing, right? Like I'm a woman in my 40s, and so I'm like on the cusp of that technology where like I know it, but I don't know it super well. So something that I've been gathering over the years is, especially from the younger clientele, 30s and 20s, is that they do not want to make a phone call. They want to go online. They want to book their appointments because they do it at really weird times of the day, right? Like when it pops into their head. So now they can go online, really simple. We do have a lot of therapies and a lot of practitioners, but because it's so simple, you can click on either a practitioner's picture, if you recognize them by face or by name, or you can click on a service that you're looking for and it will bring up all of the availability. So it makes it pretty simple to navigate through the system. And I really love that then guests can manage their appointments too. So if they do need to cancel or reschedule, it's not like they have to call. However, we are there. We have an amazing front desk staff, very friendly, very helpful, that can help for those that prefer the live chat. Awesome. But the online has been, it's amazing. It keeps it from being like too cluttered at our front desk too, with phone calls and phone calls and phone calls. And while we love them, we also like to have more time. And so we have more of a quality conversation than like, okay, let's do this, right? So the online is great. And what was really great as well is we have credit cards stored securely on our website. It's through the company that we use. So everything is super protected. But that way we can do touchless pay. And that, well, first of all, it makes everything much quicker. And I think that guests just love it because they're like, just put it on my tab. And you're like, okay, it's just a silly little thing and it just makes people smile. And it's great because we are eliminating those touch points. Just in general, because hygiene is so important, like all the time. But even with COVID, we just have to be a little more mindful of that. So we were ahead of the game. And so that was really helpful.
Yeah,
absolutely. So, and we also want to talk about you as well, in addition to Sage. So tell, people watching this video about your experience in the health industry and your passion for health as well.
Sure. So I was a student for years and years. My first career, I was an athletic trainer where I worked with high school, middle school, and collegiate athletes on sidelines, taping ankles. And that was really fun when I was in my young 20s, but football sidelines, practices, that was definitely not going to be my career moving forward. And so while I was working as an athletic trainer, it was always the hands-on care that I was the most drawn to. So I decided to go to massage school, and that was a game changer for me. I love compassionate touch. I love healing through hands-on care and just giving people some respite naturally. And while I love massage therapy, it's my favorite thing. I personally knew I had a little bit greater calling and I wanted to broaden my scope of practice. So I ended up going to chiropractic school, had never gone to a chiropractor in my whole life, didn't even know what chiropractic was. And there was just something that just grabbed me. I went and toured the school, got my very first chiropractic adjustment from a student there, and never looked back. I applied. It was amazing. And I also got my certification in acupuncture while I was there. So health and wellness has always been like my path, but it really narrowed as I kept going. So when I became a chiropractor, I still kind of hung on to my massage practice too, because I just couldn't let it go. I couldn't just adjust all day long. So working in a day spa facility was the best for me because I got to go into my private treatment room. I got to do hands-on care. I got to adjust my patients as necessary. And the day spa is just where my heart is. And I've known for years that I wanted to own a day spa. And when I finally got the opportunity to do so, it was awesome. You know, I've gathered all of my experience working with other spas. I've worked at several in the course of my 20 years as a massage therapist and chiropractor. And so I kind of streamlined all of those practices and put together my own little spin on things. And
Yeah.
I think I did an okay job, and
You
we'll
did a
always
fantastic
evolve that. So
Yeah.
it is my mission to keep practitioners in a job setting that makes them happy and fulfilled, and that they are giving their gifts freely and willingly and passionately. It's my desire to have guests feel comfortable, and I call them guests because we're a medical practice and a day spa practice. So we usually say patients or clients, but really my philosophy has always been treat people the way you want them to treat your mother, right? And I love my mother. So I want people to treat all of their guests as well as I want my mother to be treated.
Yeah.
Or your favorite person, whoever that is.
And you achieve that.
Oh, good. I that makes me so happy to hear because I love it. And then my personal belief is that if you treat people with kindness, they go out and treat others with kindness. And I think we need to see a lot of that right now. And everyone just needs to have a little kindness in the midst of chaos. So.
Yeah, understood. Yeah. And so, I think that's what really kind of leads into my next question of, what sets Sage apart from other facilities. One is that, you guys, as you said, we want to treat people as, more than just, a client. You want them to be a guest, as well as like the space and stuff like that. But, in your opinion, what are some other things that set Sage Healing apart from other facilities?
Yeah. So, we're a collective, it's in our name. And so we all work together. And I think that there's a beauty in a collaboration of minds where my heart and soul is on musculoskeletal work. I strictly treat the outer body, soft tissues, alignment of the spine. And I know enough about all the other stuff. I always say I know enough to be deadly, but not enough to be the expert or the authority on those things. I know enough to say it sounds like you would benefit from a nutritional consult. You would benefit from traditional Chinese medicine acupuncture. You would benefit from stretch therapies. So I have all of these therapists and practitioners that are really good at what they do. And so if you do what you're good at, then it benefits everybody. So we treat everyone who comes into Sage in their best interest, not in our own, in their best interest. And so when you work in a group, there's something magical about letting everybody share their gifts with somebody, because remember, every person is individual. Some people don't like massage. Some people that have negative connotations to touch. And so that might not be the best route for them, but acupuncture might be better. So finding that individualized care in the same facility where we all work together, I think that's what makes us really special. Because I was a solo practitioner forever, and I would refer out when I needed to. But when you work in a collaboration, just like you guys, right? Like, it just works when you work as a team. And so we've created a team atmosphere, and it's so beautiful to sit and watch a massage therapist go, I love that you're getting massage. I think you need to get a little more active. You should try a yoga class. You should try to get stretched. And it just creates this really great maintenance, wellness, prevention. We partner with our guests in their best interest.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah. And so, one thing that, I keep seeing over and over again is, nothing is more important than your health. And so, for someone that wants to focus on their mental and physical health, how can Sage help them reach their goals? I know you said you have the yoga, you have the medicine, stuff like that, but, I'd love to hear, about that. So,
Right. So physical and mental health, so important right now. Taking time for yourself, understanding that self-care is not selfish. You do have to take care of yourself in order to take care of others. Um, we have so many services that there is something appealing to everyone. And just getting someone in the door and giving them time and getting taken care of is
Yeah.
so important. I care for
mhm.
so many people in my personal life, in my professional life. I am a professor at a college and dealing with virtual students. So I'm caring for people all the time. I take time for myself because then I'm better for others. And that's so important for people to know, is that it's not selfish. It's not, it should be done. Take care of yourself so you can take care of others better. So
For
yeah,
sure.
and find
Absolutely.
what works for you. So
Yeah. Awesome. No, I love that answer. Thank you very much for that. And so, if anyone wants to find more information on Sage Healing, where can they go?
yeah, so we're online. Most of our stuff is online. We have very little print material. We, in addition to caring for humans, we try to care for our planet as well. Almost everything is right out there in social media and online. www.sagehealingcollective.com. You can see all of our services, descriptions. You can email us. Those emails come to me and to the front desk. So we're really good at communications that way. We also have an online store with all kinds of body care products and home care products. I have put a lot of thought into the retail that we sell at Sage Healing Collective, that they are at good price points that pretty much everybody can afford. I'm a real person. I have a real life. I have a real budget. And so I wanted it to be accessible to everybody. All of our products are curated by myself and by my staff. We have mostly locally sourced products from all kinds of amazing businesswomen in the St. Charles, Fox Valley areas. We partnered with a couple of other companies. Laura, you mentioned earlier the water flavorings. That's a Chicago company. We have another company out in California. It's a mother-daughter team that created low waste, no waste products. So unique stuff, that you can't find everywhere else.
Even laundry detergent.
Even laundry detergent, yeah, with no water in it. They're like these pre-measured like tear-off sheets. They're amazing. I use them at home.
I use them
at Sage. They're really cool, right? Like I have probably 3 years of laundry detergent at Sage, and it's literally in a container like this. It's amazing.
Yeah. So,
All right. Awesome.
well, we have loved talking to you today. You have created just a wonderful atmosphere, a wonderful collective, and we're proud to have you in St. Charles.
I love the Fox Valley area. I love St. Charles. I've been here for 13 years. It's a great place to raise kids, great schools, love the community. We try to get involved with as much as possible. And I'm so honored to be working with the two of you and all the things that you guys are doing to bring awareness to all the great stuff that's out there. So it's an honor to be a part of it. And thank you.
It's a love fest.
Yes, we're always happy to help. So, you've made it through our gauntlet of questions. So we got one more question for you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So if you were Queen of St. Charles for a day, what would be your first proclamation and why?
Awesome. I thought about this for a while because I never really consider myself a queen. I think of myself more as like a leader as opposed to a queen. So if I was a leader for the day, I would ask people to take some time and think about what they're grateful for, and to spread a little kindness. And I think you'd be amazed how perceptions would switch if we practice those two things on a more regular basis.
For sure.
Absolutely. Love that answer.
Thanks.
Awesome job, Dr. Emily. Woo!
Thanks.
So you've made it through our Back to Business video. Again, it was an honor, as you said, to have you on the video and be able to talk about some ways that people can continue to work on the mental and physical sides of their health. So with that, that wraps up our Back to Business video here. We'll be having a short video here for people that want to see the Sage space to be able to see that. But until then, we hope everyone stays safe, stays healthy. We'll see you all next time.